Tech Priest. This might be a good time to tell me about the reason for this lockdown.
You are in an archaeotech vault. A trove of ancient technology, mostly classified as heretical in nature or deemed to be dangerous by the Adeptus
Let me guess. Something exploded.
Cannot confirm. Still, I suggest extreme caution.
to bleed. I must stop this Emperor Forsaken. The soothing sound of silence. I slay in thy name.
Gate closed. Deactivate the lockdown mechanisms on the sentry pillars.
You mean these two mechanical columns?
Correct. Warning. Manual override will activate the alarm system. Warning. Alarm system activated. Warning. Alarm system activated.
demon host? What have you been up to here, Tech Priest?
According to the records, you located Subject 12 Kappa. Subject broke security protocol and annihilated 99.72% of personnel, thus initiating lockdown protocols.
You experimented with this. Are you insane? The creation of a demon host condemns the host soul to eternal torment.
Initiating empathy modulator. Attempt failed.
Found Uther's tarot. Now what?
What you have in your possession is a special tool that Uther Tiberius designed for his ground project. Psychoactive cards that can allow communication through visions.
Like the Emperor's tarot?
Incorrect. Uther's tarot is quite different from the Emperor's tarot, both in symbolism and craftsmanship. But it is...
You must talk me through it when I get back to the ship. location. This must be the lair of the cult.
Foul, lying heretics. Their blight must be undone. Purge them all.
Incoming gas attack. Time to leave this lovely place.
cogitator. The possibility of proper litanies being enacted to control the machine spirit is merely statistical. Further investigation still recommended.
A cogitator? Here? This is a strange one. Stay alert, Tech Priest. I might need your help with data retention.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
Dozens must have been sacrificed in this slaughterhouse. Strange. This data slate entry is decades old, and the monolith was inactive back then. I'm sure the Tech Priest would be thrilled. Tech Priest. I couldn't help but notice that the Tech Priest I found at the monolith was a member of a requisitional expedition, just like you.
As you request. Full disclosure is the most logical solution at this point. Everything else hinders efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus, much like the Inquisition, includes many factions. The requisitional expeditions served as a
Elaborate, Tech Priest.
We are the Zenerite, specializing in research into...
Are you confessing to tech heresy?
Negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discrete...
Should I find this reassuring? It doesn't mean it's not heresy.
Logical conclusion. Communion with the Cortex records revealed a hexamathic code with the coordinates of the Zenerite base under the Hive. Investigating the location...
Or a meeting with some more wretched cultists.
Research detect 3 locations with faint traces of machine spirit activity. Closer inspection recommended. Orders defining the sanctuaries of the Messiah need to be eliminated. Security door is locked with a code anathema. Primitive but efficient method to bar the mechanics. You should be able to override it.
For the
What have you learned?
A wise man learns from the deaths of others.
Welcome, fellow seeker of the truth. I'm afraid that you can't receive the teachings in your current state. Let Ulbrax, the Forsaken. What is this? Gnome!
Looks like your friend freed you from the burden of your limbs. Emperor, be my shield and strength.
Be alive, but he has only a few minutes left. Send him.
My task is done here. I have brought the Emperor's justice. Tech Priest, I have obtained Uther's tarot. Now I want you to tell...
Research is still in progress. Insufficient data.
If a deck like this was good enough for Klosterheim, I should be able to use mine to find the mark.
Correct assumption. Uther's Tarot is a psychoactive set of cards that needs a mental focus.
Wait, if I concentrate on a specific idea...
Define guide. The cards might show you a vision of the past, the present, or a possible future.
I will need you to talk me through this again. Then I'm going to attempt to focus on the martyr. Uther's tarot is showing me a vision of the martyr. I'd been expecting a prophetic message, but what I see is a nightmare. The fever dreams of someone on that ship.
There are places in this universe where madness reigns. Dominions of evil, where the taint of the other world trickles through. The Martyr is one of these places, and fate has brought me to this haunted ship. The Martyr has been drifting in the warp for millennia, The wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius has become an enigma I need to solve. I have sacrificed everything to find this ship. I've been hunting relentlessly for the martyr since I pledged myself to this cause. Driven by my sacred oath, I've been roaming the Caligari sector for decades. I killed. I bargained. I made pacts and broke them, only to succeed where others have failed. And I'm still paying the price for my curiosity. I have lost so much. I have lost my mentor. I keep losing my allies. I've been stranded on a derelict filled with the filth of Nurgle and the failed experiments of Uther Tiberius. But I must prevail. Uther believed that the flesh was only a vessel. He thrusted his chosen ones into vile darkness and prayed to the God Emperor to turn them into holy weapons. He might have stumbled along the way, and it falls upon me to finish what he had begun. I believe that the martyr holds the key to our salvation. There is something hidden on this ship that could change the future of the Imperium. I will cleanse this place with holy fire and righteous wrath. I will be transformed by pain and faith. I will find the secret of Uther Tiberius.
Captain, I know where the martyr...
Did those cards tell you that? Really?
You could say so. Uther's tarot showed me a vision of the martyr and a fellow Inquisitor on the ship. And it all came to me with a very...
We have arrived at the coordinates you provided. I don't know how you did it exactly, Inquisitor, but the martyr is here. Uncanny. And speaking of uncanny, you also have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
We continue to be impressed by your progress, Inquisitor. You have located the martyr. Your methods might be unconventional, but they are rather efficient. It's time to land on the martyr again.
How did the interrogation go?
The subject had severe objections to the procedure, but once I rearranged certain neural pathways and removed a few non-vital appendages, he became very compliant. I have a full report if you're interested in the details.
A summary will suffice.
The word-bearers wanted to take out this fool once their schemes were compromised. They are hiding in the depths of the Underhive by the largest monolith. They will soon perform a grand ritual and sacrifice the remaining prisoners.
These foul traitors and their craving for rituals. Anything else?
The Xenox devices are somehow connected to these dark practices, but the heretic had no additional information, apart from the usual ramblings. How should we proceed, Inquisitor?
We need to act immediately. We need a precise, surgical cut to sever the head.
Precise, surgical, and cuts. Excellent premises. We will start preparations at once.